Once it starts to get tough, it's easy just to snap it. Piping hot. Ooh, yay, warmth in our fingers. Woohoo! Look at that. That thing's hotter than Pam Anderson on an episode of Baywatch in the 90s. Well, guys, cheers. Well, all right. Read 'em and weep. Well, howdy doody, guys. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wow, what the was that? We are fully loaded. About to head down the Hobo Highway, down to the old Shenanigan Shack. It is about 22 degrees out. It is a wee bit chilly. We're gonna go down there, hang out. It's been about 3 weeks since we've been out here. Try to have a good old time, cook up some goofy food, and yeah, see if the shack's still standing, hang out overnight, couple brewskis, just have a good old time, relax and unwind. Oh, the water's frozen. All right, we made it into our little patch of trees. Just navigating our way down there still. Foliage is completely all gone now. It's no leaves to hide behind anymore. So, some of you who don't know, there's an urban location. I tell you every time, because some people was like, oh, were you camping on the side of the road? Yeah, basically, guy. We got slim pickings around here. So embrace the suck and come along for the suck. Anyway, let's get down here and see what happens. Well, yeehaw. She's still standing. Whew. There's tons of freaking noise going on. Getting stuck on everything. Anyway, we're out here. And if you don't know, yes, like I said earlier, this is urban and kind of like a stealth little location. I mean, this patch of trees have been a friggin' gem to us. We've had forts out here over the years. Some been found, some got demolished. But we keep getting out here and winging it. But I never know till you go. Never gonna learn if you don't try. Anyway, see what the inside looks like. Last time we had some freaking mice chewing on the pad, so see how that goes. Dun dun dun. Actually, we need to take this off. There we go. Home sweet home. We do have to clean out our little stove. Our plastic looks like it fell down a little bit. But hey, if anybody's interested, you can look back through my videos of nonsense and you'll see building this shelter if interested. Ugh. Come on, fatty, get it off. Ugh. Yeah, let's check this bad boy. I don't think it rained since last time. I remember last time we had trouble with rain coming down our pipe and filling her up in here. But I'm gonna just get this thing all cleaned up and out of here. And if you're not familiar with this, this is an old tea kettle. Not a tea kettle, but like a tea dispenser that I turned into a little stove. And shout out again, TJ Ellis. We're gonna definitely need this little welding blanket reflector tonight. Last time it got super hot in here, and tonight I think it's supposed to get down to like below 20s, so possibly single digits. So should be a doozy. We'll be all right. The only main goal, I mean, only real task we have is we need to chop up a lot of firewood. This doesn't hold a bunch of big logs, so we're all going to be up in and out through the night of our sleeping bag stocking this thing, but whatever. Well, check her out. Cleaner than half the people at a bar on a Friday night. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I made 2 notches in this tree right here at the length I needed. That way I can put it up here, put it here, make a little scribe mark, put it in between the 2 branches, pull it towards me so it's nice and stiff. This way I'm not bent over the whole freaking time. And once it starts to get tough, it's easy just to snap it because it's getting pinched. That's why it's getting tough. But I guess finally working smarter and not harder. Alright, well that might not look like much, but woo-wee! Kind of kicks your butt. No nails this time. See if our little light will turn on. There we go. Hopefully it stays on. Don't know if it's going to be too cold for this thing or not. Or dragons. We'll see what happens. I'll try to keep it on bright, but it's cold. Once it heats up, maybe it'll stay. I don't know. I remember when we first started with this thing, this is a solar light. I was trying to turn it on during the day thinking the solar would just charge it, but now it has to be getting close to dark outside in order for there's light. Anyway, we've got our stuff spliced up. Let's feather stick some stuff and get some shavings and get her fired up. Just want the shavings. I ain't really too worried about it. I'm probably just going to use a lighter. And I do have a little bit of fat wood as well. I'm just going to keep it simple and easy. It's cold. I'm ready just to hang out. Maybe crack a brewski here shortly. Sit back, relax, see where the night takes us. Get some shavings of some fat wood up in there. Like to keep an extra stick of fat wood out here just so you never know. When you're running from the cops and you need somewhere to hide, you gotta stay warm too. I'm just kidding, these are jokes. Calm down. Also, this is the first like winter that we're messing with these GoPros, because usually Gal Pal was nice enough to get us a new one, and you got to make sure you get these white winter well, they're called enduro batteries. They're supposed to do better in the heat and the cold. What I'm gonna do is keep them in my pocket for now. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. The cool thing with these GoPro, I don't care about beating the crap out of them if I knock them over in this small space, as I am with my bigger DSLR, my Canon M50. It kind of sucks because I'm just so worried about breaking that, because I'm poor and I can't afford a new one. I kind of cherish that thing. If you know what I mean. These GoPros, you can punt them down the field and they're fine half the time. Anyway, it is almost completely dark, and I usually don't like to fire the stove up till it gets dark. Alright, well, let's lighten up this backpack a little bit. I am noticing freaking mouse turds on the bed, so, which has to be expected. Got our din-din, couple brewskis. Alright, grab our cook stuff. I'm gonna leave our sleep system in there for now. We'll see what happens. In case we gotta run and fort's on fire. Perfectamundo. Oh, well, it is cold enough. I'm cold. It's almost completely dark outside. So let's see if we can fling some embers in there. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm glad I didn't punch that. It's cold. That thing would have instantly cut me. Yeah, that would have sucked. Woo-wee. Yeah, enough of this. Let's warm up. If you shut that door like that, it'll start sucking it right out and it'll take off pretty good for the most part. Oh yeah, she's going in there now. Woohoo! It'll be warm in no time. Oh yeah. A nice hot bed of coals going without smothering it. Getting piping hot. Ooh, yay, warmth in our fingers. Woohoo! It is down to 21 degrees. I'm gonna shut this door and we're gonna hang out in here and see how this does once it gets down to these temperatures. Because these are gonna be the cold freezing temperatures we're gonna get once we get snowfall and everything. It's gonna be a good test for the shack. I was gonna do like some moving blanket insulation in here, but if that gets wet, it's not going to be ideal. So I'm still pondering an idea, or if I wish we still had a bunch of like brush or juniper trees or pine needles or anything like that to like do another layer of plastic, stuff pine needles and stuff like that in between, but we don't have that. We're an urban patch of trees. It's not unicorns and rainbows around here, but anyway, I'm gonna shut this door. I am cold. Oh. There we go. We also got our little latch over here. If you guys want to see all the upgrades and stuff, we even got a little table we built. We're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna leave the thermostat. It's already up to 24. About here, this got propane in it. So let's keep that down here too before Kate's up here and we got a hand grenade at our head. Mickey died that day. Sorry kids, Daddy loved you. Nah, it's not cool. These are jokes, but sometimes you get a little too dark in that melon of mine. Yeah, anyway, like it's sorry, sidetracked. We're gonna leave this on the bed. It's about mid-level. So we'll see what a good temperature we get here. I got both sides loaded with firewood now. I don't know if I showed you guys that or not, but might not look like much. There's like 100 something plus cuts. It ain't the thickest freaking lumber, but it's some tough stuff. I could feel the breeze coming out of my neck. Ugh. We still got to get this thing dialed in. There's a breeze coming in. Oh, come on. It gets a bit tricky, but beats freezing. One more. There we go. Alright. My feet kind of sweating in my boots. Feel a little bit damp. Yeah. Getting a little bit chilly. It's staying at about 40 degrees in here. And I'm sitting right next to this freaking fire. It feels great over here. It's definitely going to be a chilly one in here. There is a slight breeze coming through. We got a lot of work to do out here. I'm feeling it coming through the tops. I can feel it whipping underneath. Yeah, like I said, I got some more, well, a while back, I think some more of these floor pads, and we're going to try to get those out here and lay them periodically on the walls where we can. I mean, it won't be too much, but it'll definitely help. That's a plus. Anyway, we're going to dry the old toesies off and then probably whip up some dinner. Got a goofy concoction for you. A little poor man soup. Yeah. Let the old boots chill up in the rafters. The heat rise up in there and hopefully thaw them out a little bit. Alrighty. Just a little saggy still, but she holds. Anyway, get ready to whip up this concoction of dinner. I did bring my little propane stove too, but we're just gonna cook in a pot, so I should be able to throw that on the stove. Even with the stove piping in here, it's only staying at about 45, about mid-level, so it still is a little chilly in here. It's still better than 20s. All right, for dinner we got 1 pack of freaking beef ramen. Go ahead and smash this up a little bit. Go ahead and add our water. A little bit of the old shenanigan seasoning. There's kind of a lot of it. We got 1 egg going up in there. Hopefully they're frozen by now. Macaroni. 1 slice of cheese. This is some Velveeta cheese. Surprisingly, this one doesn't have any bioengineered ingredients, and it actually melts when you cook it. We had a, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a Best Choice brand. Took a lighter to it. It wouldn't even burn. I put it in the microwave for like 3 minutes. Wouldn't melt. Plastic. And last but not least, some Spam. Slice this down the middle here. Nice and easy now. Nothing too crazy. I tell you what, I've stretched a can of Spam for almost 5 meals now. A couple of these ramen dishes, a couple breakfast sandwiches. I mean, hey, you gotta adapt and overcome. You know what Spam stands for? Some poor ass man. Just kidding, it's good stuff. And last, we're gonna throw in the beef packet as well. Well, there's that. Get that down a little bit and throw her on the old stove. I also brought a little bit of summer sausage and some cheese and some wheat thin crackers. There we go. Nice little treat to hold us over. A bit frozen, but edible. Yeah. We got a couple leftover blocks of cheese. We're gonna toss it up in here. Why not? Make it all cheesy. Good old artery clogger. Oh yeah, it's coming along. But I also think some stuff is sticking to the bottom a bit. Really old stirry. Like we're eating curry in a hurry, but don't worry. After a few brewskis, the words will be a little slurry. Just kidding. Just having a good old time with myself. Shut up! I don't know if it's gonna pick up. There's just an owl. Pretty loud. I thought there was a girl screaming in the woods. It's crazy how much wildlife is actually in this patch of woods. We've then torn down all the woods and pushed into a tiny little section. Sad, really. At least in my area. I don't know if I'll be able to hear them over the city noise. Hey, it warmed up to 46 degrees on the bed, table, couch, chair, futon, whatever that is. Ooh-wee! Look at that nummy goodness. See a little bit of chunk of egg in there. It breaks down pretty nice and actually adds some more calories and stuff. Makes it pretty tasty. Anyway, we're gonna pull this thing off of here. Let her cool down, take her to Pound Town. Well, I think it's about time we take her to Pound Town, shall we? This thing's still piping. Ah, get off. Get off. Hooey. Look at that. Nothing crazy. Just another concoction to add to the freaking, add to the mess. Look at that. That thing's hotter than Pam Anderson on an episode of Baywatch in the 90s. These are jokes. Not too shabby. Yeehaw. Well, it's nice to get out here and check on this. And stay warm a little bit. Definitely got a lot of upgrades to do, or a lot of work to be had. Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna take this to Pound Town, and I'll probably crack a suds and see where the night takes us, eh? Pound Town, cheers. Well, our solar light died. I didn't even take a walk around back to see if the solar part is still facing the sun or not. I wonder if the wind or something knocked it down, because usually we can get it to go through the night. This thing's like dead. Biscuits. Now we're doing spooky stories tonight. Well, that didn't work. One more in there. Maybe. Ah, my knuckles. Okay. It just turned back on by itself. Weird. Something here drawing energy from our shack. I just get sucked through the roof or sucked out of the side. No demons, no aliens, none of that. See what happens when you're stuck in a confined box? You start to lose your rocks. They were long gone before we got in this box. Oh well. Well, guys, cheers. Here's to another night of nonsense, another adventure. We never know what the heck we're gonna do. I just load up a backpack and we wing it. Sometimes I know where we're going, but usually it's like, I guess we'll go here. Never scripted, always lifted. Cheers. Thanks everybody for your continued support through these years of shenanigans. Yeah, hopefully there's many more to come. This stuff does take a lot of time from loved ones and stuff getting out here, but their support through supporting you do this nonsense is a blessing as well, so that's always a plus. Yeah, you never know till you go. Never gonna learn if you don't try. Get out there and have a good old time. Not gonna be too much going on. That's one thing about this spot. I mean, it's so tiny. I mean, and we're in our winter hours, so it gets dark super early. We do need a lot of work, but we do gotta get some other stuff out here as well. Because it's just a small patch of woods, like I told you, and there's not a lot of resources out here, so yeah. Anywho, we don't know what we're doing. Next adventure, not a clue, but hopefully something new. I can't wait for it to start snowing, or even some rain, or anything. It's been kind of dry as a fart for a bit now, but yeah, hopefully something different. Next adventure, don't know what it is. I know some people don't like watching shenanigans with me and my kids, but too bad. because those are memories of my kids, and these videos will be able to live on for them when I'm in the dirt or wherever I go or fall off or something. I'm surprised we made it this far. Anyway, good times, good rhymes. Cheers. Even with this thing fully loaded and rip roaring in here, we're only achieving about 46 degrees, about right on the bed. So it's gonna be a chilly one for sure. We definitely need to do a lot of freaking work to get this thing ready for freaking below zero temperatures. If that's even gonna be feasible. Oh, come on. Owie. Come on. Hey, we got lucky. Give me another stick. There we go. Stuff her on in until she fits. Isn't that usually how it goes? Oh, this freaking light's got a mind of its own tonight. Shut off twice and then pop back on now. Voodoo. We're being invaded. We're about to get abducted. Train. Uh-oh, we're losing him. Put your aluminum hat on. Choo choo. They're ready to pull the bag out here shortly. Just keep stalking this fire. It keeps, I mean, it's even getting colder and colder in here. Temperature's just gonna keep dropping. I've been just standing right here. Nice, warm up the butt cheeks. So, I don't know, sipping suds and playing a little music. Good old time. You gotta always remember to play some tunes. Sometimes you get too caught up in your head with your own thoughts. You gotta play some music. I don't normally do that. Can you tell? And I pulled the bed out here soon. Having a good old time. A couple suds by myself. Yeah. Alright, we get the bed going and dreams flowing. I don't know if you guys could see that. Look at that zipper. The whole shack is shaking from that freaking train. That's crazy. I was like, earthquake. That's crazy. You see the pipe dancing a little bit. That's wild. It's good to know though, when the train goes by we get a little bit of rattle daddle. Well, we're staying at about 41 degrees now. Temperature is dropping, even with the stove popping. We're gonna get the pad and stuff out, let the bag fluff up. I do have my -20 bag, but the comfort rating is probably 10. I mean, I've suffered in it worse than that before, but comfort rating, it's where you're comfortable and not surviving. So let's whip that up, get her doing her thing, and yeah, I'm gonna throw up a time lapse for you guys too. I think I got it figured out. We got the new batteries, but just like on the CRV camp out when the hunters came, I don't know if they knocked that freaking time lapse over or if the wind just blew it over, but anyway, nothing to do with this episode. Make a bed. Bed. Pump. Pillow. Don't know how that did that by itself. Tell you what, it's been kind of strange out here tonight, and it's usually never been like this. We haven't had anything weird going on, but that's interesting. Bag as big as a semi. There's another piece of fat wood we're gonna leave out here. Hopefully I can keep getting up throughout the night and keep this thing going. And that's a good thing we found that too, because I don't know what we did with the other one. Tell you what, I've been bringing this little frickin' sleeping pad pump with us every time because it sure does make life a lot easier. Just like that. Cow pal, he ain't gotta do nothing. Time to be lazy and sip a Patrick Swayze. Now I should probably put this in the bag, but I think we're gonna throw it over this. Or maybe that would be a nice extra layer, but we'll be fighting out of that thing. That would be nice inside the bag if we didn't have to keep climbing in and out of it to stock the fire. But hopefully it'll give us a nice little extra layer on the freaking pad. Big old Bertha engaged. Yeehaw. Alright, we got a pillow. Now to play the cello on a marshmallow. Yeah. Oh, this kind of sucks. This is what happens when you gotta go tinkle. Oh, biscuits. Oh. Come on, fatty, suck it in. I don't know if you can see that, but I got me a slushy brew now. Getting kind of icy. Oof. Alright, well, we're gonna stock the fire, put the freaking night lapse out there, and bring you back. We're crawling in the sack. Well, this Bambi comes running into the shack. Oh man, it's so hot. You don't say. It's like molten magma. We can't seem to get above like 46. The airflow in here sucks. We got to do a better job. If we can get some more these welding blankets, that'd be nice. We'll probably need about 6 of them if anybody wants to donate. Just kidding. We got those little foam pads, so hopefully that'll do enough to cover something. I don't know. It is what it is. But those would be simple and easy. Just blast, blast, go. You still see my breath right now. Right next to this thing. And it's still piping. It's cold. It's a chilly willy billy. Alright, well, I'm gonna throw the food in the bag. I was debating on throwing the water. That's starting to crystallize and get frozen. But I don't want to kick the cap open in the middle of the night and soak everything. So hopefully if I keep it on the table, or maybe if I stick it in the rafters, I don't know. Bit of a pickle. Well guys, we'll see how this plays out. I kind of think I need to warm my feet back up. I feel like they got a little bit damp again. Oh. Anyway, we're gonna warm the feet up, dive back in the bag. We're going in with a full coat and everything because I didn't put my freaking hoodie on under it, and it's gonna be cold. And I don't think we're gonna get much sleep tonight. I got the night lapse going out there. Kind of had to point it at the sky because, well, I guess I couldn't see what it was pointing at, so I pointed at the moon. Hopefully it turns out great. I don't know. Anyway, dry the feet off, go night-night. Wish us luck. Catch you guys in the morning. Sometime about 4 in the morning.
Hopefully caught it just in time to get us a nice bed of coals by the time we get up. Oh, it's 22 degrees in here. Oh, cramping up. Not enough water. Well, we got 7:45-y, and we're still alive-y. I know I said I didn't want the freaking... Oh, shut up already. Didn't really want to start a fire. Oh, it did start smoking. I left it open hoping it would kick on. Cool beans. Yeehaw! I'm gonna shut the door and let it roar. Oh. It got down to 19 degrees in here. That's about as cold as we let it get. Fire's going, that's a plus. Whew. Get up. I don't know if it's cold weather or what. Now I got a super sore throat. Oh, it's always something. Well, a little bit frozy, but at least not completely solid, so we got something to drink. Well, we had our food at the bottom of our bag. Where'd that go? Oh man, my water fell off the bed instead of laying on the fire. I don't want that to happen. I hope breakfast isn't frozen, but there's a pretty good chance that it is. Yeah, the guacamole or avocados, I could still squish it, so hopefully the egg's not solid. Alright, let me toss a couple more logs in here. Should burn pretty quick. This thing freaking... Yeah, great explanation. Alright, I came to a conclusion. I brought a little bit of propane, so I'm going to use that to cook on. That way I keep my butt towards the fire. Keep it nice and toasty. Don't know why it's always me rump that's chilly. Alright, now the big question. Is breakfast frozen? Yep. Gee, I brought an English muffin, some cheese, an egg, and some Spam. Make a little Spam Sam. A little Spam sandwich. A little Spam in the baby. Only worry is the egg in a hurry. It had a nice little sleeping bag. It was nestled in all warm, all cuddled up and snuggled in there. Whatever, grab an egg and beat it. We'll put a hard-boiled egg on there if we have to. Oh, an avocado. Can't forget the avocado. It's still a little soft. We'll make that work. Get this muffin cut up. Pan action. I'm gonna throw some butter on here. I'm gonna braise the ends of our English muffin. Just like that. Tell you what, I haven't used this little pan very often, and I think this is only maybe the second or third time, and it kind of sucks. It's super sticky. Should have brought my bigger one, but I figured since we're having a smaller meal, didn't need all that pan. You need to sit down around the avocado and have a talk, bro. You're spinning out of control. Breakfast intervention with the Outdoorsmegee. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't cut that break. I thought that was in half. Whatever. I am gonna take this and save it. Take it and save it. Got to be very conservative these days. It's good enough for me. Probably could have done one slice, but we'll do that like that. Put the cheese on that. Here's the big test. Is she frozen? This thing's spitting at me all over the place. Well, I think we might be alright. Now, maneuvering this egg in this tiny pan is probably going to be terrible. I did bring a little plastic spatula, but whatever. What a mess. Tell you what, this pan does not like to cook in the middle. It slays the outside edges, but just does not like to cook in the middle. I'm going to break my yolk. I can see it already coming. Hope not. Whatever, I kind of did break it a little bit, but let her sit for a second. And then getting ready. Nummer. Hopefully it tastes alright. The pan did kind of smell a little bit funny when I started it up. Like I said, I think it's only the second time I've ever used this. And if it makes my food taste like crap, then bye-bye. Yard sale. Somebody else's problem. No, I was just kidding. Well, alright. Read 'em and weep. Oh yeah. Gotta give it a little pat pat. Alright. I don't think I've ever had this concoction like this. I've done the Spam egg and cheese on a bagel, but never English muffin with a little bit of avocado. Should have brought a plate. Could eat in a pan, but it's greasy. And shut up and eat it. Delicious. That's mighty fine. Surprisingly, the pan didn't make it taste funky. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. I know some people, oh my god, what a pig. I'm a horse, alright? More like a mini pony. Ow! Busting me own chops. Get a giggle with myself out here in the sticks. Yep, we're losing it. Anyway, Pound Town, tidy up and beating feet. Cheers. Well, it's about that time. We never did check that solar panel either. So let's walk behind the shack and check that out. Alrighty. Well, it's still there doing its job. Interesting. Must be just because of the cold. Had a little bit of grease on the camera. Sorry if it was foggy. And I filmed the old egg. It splashed on there. Anyway, those beef feet. Well, guys, thanks for coming along for the goofy shenanigans. I know I can't always give you guys beautiful views or crazy adventure things to do sometimes, but hey, maybe you got a giggle, maybe a wiggle, good old knee slapper of a time. Maybe not. Maybe you just shut your TV off and you're like, wow, what was that? Me too. Anyway, hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas, all that stuff. If I don't see you by then, it's almost Christmas time by the making of this video. So yeah, get out there, have a good time, spend time with your family, those you cherish anyway, because not all family's family. But now we're going down the deep dark hole of nonsense. Shut up, make every day great, exploring Earth. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye. I know somebody's gonna bring up, why are you out there in the freaking temperatures with just blue jeans on? Well, these are double layered, so they did their job pretty well. Nice and toasty. Anyway, have a good day, guys. Yeah. Is my nose still there? Feels like it's gonna fall off. All right, come on, baby. You're gonna start.
Come on. Yeah. Woohoo! Have a good day. Celebrate the little things. Don't worry about those little things.